Previously on Survivor.
I'd really like to rally myself, Shannon, Ivy, Dale, and possibly Kat together to go after Jackson.
And he plays this game like he's the best and that everyone likes him. Like, do you think people don't like me? I don't think people like Matthew.
I don't know why he thinks he's so good at this game. Matt's actually not that good at Survivor.
And Matthew at 7.
I think I could turn myself into a pretty good goat, pretty good villain to take to the end.
Little scheme queen that I am, I stir the pot a little bit. I tell Matthew, like, hey, actually that vote idea was actually Katie's, not Megan's.
Kind of want Katie gone, because I guess she's talking to my name.
Like, that would obviously make me paranoid that Katie was going to come after me.
You paranoid? What?
No.
Then what I'd really like to do is do a 3-3 split amongst Tokidoki.
Alright, so we are Katie.
We're Katie.
We are Katie.
We're
Megan.
Megan.
And then I would be a Megan vote, and that would actually change my vote to Katie.
Holy freaking shoot. So, remember how I have these little things with people's breads on them? Katie, on the list. And she was the next person in my bread little stack. Sweet little focaccia roll. Katie, we will miss you dearly. You sweet little focaccia roll. I don't remember why I decided you were a focaccia roll. The more I think about it, the more accurate it is. Maybe you're good as part of a sandwich, but I wouldn't just want a loose focaccia roll all up in my business. And girl, remember when you said I wasn't playing? You were wrong.
I survived tribal council. I'm so excited. If you asked me a few days ago, I really didn't think that I would still be in this game, so I can't believe that I pulled it off. And really, I'm just really proud of myself that I was able to do that. Because I took 8 people who had voted against me and was able to save myself.
Katie's out, which is bad because now it's just me and Megan left from El Norte, and it looks like they're either working with her or trusting her marginally more than me.
Tribal went exactly how I thought it was going to go. And I kid you not, as far as I know, up until 4 o'clock today, that vote was going to be Megan. And then she called me, put a little bit of doubt in my mind about Katie, and then that doubt kind of spiraled onto other people, and by the end of the day, everybody wanted Katie gone. So that's why Katie's gone.
But we want to keep Matthew until 7 because Matthew's a great shield for both Jackson and I. And Shannon really wants to get rid of Matthew at 8 as well as Ivy. So I came up with the idea of why don't we vote, if the girls really wanted to get rid of Katie and they don't feel like they have any say in the game, why don't we agree to voting out Katie tonight, but then say we want Megan gone at 8 no matter what.
Today she was like, hey, thanks for saving me. Want to talk tomorrow? And I'm like, Megan, I didn't truly save you. Like, yeah, I got the votes off Katie, but it wasn't to save you for longer. It was to secure my alliance, which just feels like so freaking savage.
And that will solidify the trust with them that we were willing to vote out Katie, and then that would, on the same token, solidify their trust with us if they vote out Megan the following week. And it brings Matthew to 7, which is great for me in Jackson's game.
However, I'm really concerned that I just only bought myself 1 more week. Because if Tokidoki keeps staying strong the way that they have been continuing to do, it could very easily be me at Tribal this week.
So that was another thing with why we should take out Katie now, is if we got assurances that we'd get Megan next round,
I'm just playing with this little girl's heart.
then it means that Matt is definitely still there at 7. And if Matt's there at 7, everyone is down to vote out Matt. Like, Matt is not actually close with anyone.
I think Ivy and Shannon, trust me most, I hope.
First of all, Matthew is sus. I don't trust Matthew in any capacity from day 1 walking in.
I think Ivy and Shannon, trust me most, I hope.
I don't know if Matthew just loves the sound of his own voice or just like thinks I'm an idiot. Matthew Israel, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Nobody wants to hear you talk. Matthew is making me really mad, and he should know it.
I think Ivy and Shannon, trust me most, I hope, of me, Dale, and Jackson.
Like, of all three guys, like, I didn't like him.
Was Gucci. When I signed up for Survivor Michigan, I thought that it was just going to be this university game. Little did I realize that it would become more and more like the actual Survivor. I'm essentially living on an island these days. The wife has been gone for about 2 weeks now, and I'm pretty much surviving over here on my own. Couch boy. Been stranded in this house, sitting on the couch, haven't left. Don't have any classes. I don't do anything.
Which tribe member only needs another 2 1/4 credits to graduate? Dale says himself, because that is correct.
I'm just useless.
If anyone in this game is smart, they're gonna know Dale is our biggest threat.
I got this beard growing, haven't shaved in weeks, don't really know what's going on, haven't showered in days.
He can charm people to get what he wants.
But honestly, for those that know me at home, that's not very atypical of me. Like, showers aren't very necessary, but I'm starting to smell.
He's in Ross. He's 28 years old in Ross. There's no way he's not in this game to win.
The fucking house is in shambles, haven't cleaned. I have no silverware to eat off of. I have no dishes to do because they're all dirty. I have no food, haven't done any shopping.
He's in this game. He knows how to sell things. That's his whole lifestyle. That is his job.
So at this point, I'm eating with fucking plastic silverware and literally just eating rice and water. So, this is my fucking lunch these days.
And he can easily sell it. He's a happy-go-lucky guy, has stories to tell you.
I've been having to ration it out. So, I have enough until she gets back and don't have to do any shopping. So I just get a few spoonfuls of rice each day. This game is really taking a toll on me. And my wife being gone. I'm lost without her.
Wow, you're like the older brother that I need. Or like, oh, you're the best friend that I need. But like, no, you're my bro. So we as a group collectively have to work to get him out.
I'm turning into a bomb. I'm turning into a real-life survivor.
He can swoo anyone and get all the votes he needs. Like,
more than any other contestant in the game, I'm surviving. I'm thriving.
Nate and I have talked about this too. Like, Dale needs to go. Like, he is our biggest threat. He has spent way too much time on this game already. Has it invested so much more than anyone else. Like, we need to work together to get him out.
If I could be the sole survivor, it'll all be worth it.
Cooper's consistently talking about there being a top and a bottom of Tokidoki. And there's a top and a bottom. Well, if I were to rank it by people I like, that'd be really easy. It'd go Dale, Ivy, Jackson. Well, it'd be me, Dale, Ivy, Jackson, Matthew, Cap.
Going to formal. Wearing a red backless dress. Hopefully we'll be eliminated from Survivor at that point. Yes, order the green one.
It could be me at the bottom of Tokidoki, but I don't really think so. My gut says no, but you know, I'm not an idiot. I'm not naive. You know, it could be.
Matthew Cat.
I hate them for having me do this game. So, and I hate, this is their punishment.
Keep talking.
Just until I like talk about whatever I want, basically.
I'd honestly put me and Dale at the top. I think Jackson would put himself at the top. I think Matthew would put himself at the top. I think Ivy would put herself at the top.
It's going to make this game a little more difficult with me, but I drive Shannon home, and we're talking about the game and about this move and what's going on and how we're going to get to the finals. And I'm like reassuring her that she's going to make it to the final, which at this point, she will. Like, she is in such a good position. She is going to cakewalk to the final. Like, I think Shannon's in everyone's final 3.
If I had to pick a winner pick at this point, if I was a producer and trying to pick a winner, I'd probably pick Shannon.
Part of this game is jury management. And it is figuring out, like, hey, who's gonna respect the game I'm playing and who's gonna, hate it? And, like, also, what am I gonna do if I get to the end and I win immunity and I have to decide between Dale and Jackson or between Dale and Ivy?
I was like, we're going to make it to the final. She's like, I hope, I just don't know what's going to happen at 4. Oh, well, what do you mean? Like, I'm in your final 3, right? She's like, yeah.
Because right now, Dale has presented a path for me that makes it seem like my only option is to stick with him and Ivy and Jackson.
She kind of like was about to say but, and I go, so then I say it for him, like, but. And then she takes a long pause.
But if I make a power play against Dale, then I have more options.
Motherfucker.
But that's really scary. And Dale's someone who I would have a really hard time betraying. And I know that now because I literally had a horrible time betraying Jack.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
Let's fucking go!
You only get one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You
smell your Katie.
In the music, the moment you want it, you better never let it go. You only got one shot, do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Man, Survivor Michigan's getting amped fucking up.
Alright, you guys, welcome to your next immunity challenge. First things first, Nate, I will take it back. Oh, there we go. Work. Alright, once again, immunity is back up for grab. For today's challenge, you will be in 2 heats. The winners of each will advance to the final round. The winner of that will win immunity. Here's what you're doing. You're starting at one end of the volleyball court, hands in your pockets, face forward on your stomach. You will squirm your way to the other end. Your face has to hit the rope and then turn around, still on your stomach, come back. First person to touch the starting rope will win. Very simple. Let's get started. First round, we got Kat, Shannon, Ivy, and Jackson. Survivors ready. Go! Jackson out of the gate very quickly. Ivy, Shannon, and Kat a little bit behind. Jackson is taking this heat. This is not going to be close if this continues. Ivy, Shannon, and Kat dead even, almost halfway across. Jackson very close to the end. Jackson is good. I got that. Jackson, so close. Ivy's good. Ivy's turning around. Can she make it up? Jackson wins heat number 1.
won heat number 1. How do you feel?
I feel like a fucking champ. I'm the best.
All right, survivors ready. Go.
Go, guys.
Dale furiously coming out of the gate. Dale and Matthew very tight. Matthew grunting all over the place. Megan and Nate falling behind. This is going to be between Dale and Matthew. Winner moving on to face Jackson. Dale's good. Dale's turning around. Matthew creeping up on him. Matthew good. Matthew turning around. We'll see who's got the stamina to win coming back. You're going to have to dig deep to win this challenge. Megan and Nate still fighting, but pretty much out of this. Dale and Matthew slowing down now on their way back. Dale with the lead. Matthew really slowing down. Dale chugging along, seeing how far ahead he is. Nate is just laying in the sand at this point, as Dale is almost across. And Dale takes heat number 2.
Okay, Dale, you just won heat number 2. Tell me how you feel.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Going to Disney World?
Oh, this is fun. I love these. Oh, they're bouncy. Wait. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this movement.
For immunity. Survivors ready. Go! Dale and Jackson both out very hot once again. Each of them were a little more tired on the way back in their respective heats. This is going to be very tight. Much closer than the other two. This is what you want the final heat to look like. Jackson going to get here a little bit before Dale. Jackson's good. Jackson turning around. Kicks the rope a little towards Dale. Dale can hit him an advantage. Dale's good. Dale's turning around. Jackson extending his lead a little bit. Dale is going to have to do something massive to catch Jackson at this point. Jackson's still extending his lead closer and closer to victory.
Jackson, he's catching up.
Hey! Last push, Dale, last push. Jackson
Finish off. Wait at the end. Wait at the end.
as Jackson gets yelled at and then Dale is close. Yes.
No, not yet.
Jackson crosses.
Crossing.
There we go. Jackson wins immunity this week. Safe from the vote.
Sorry, was that a good prank?
You were so far back.
But she didn't know. All right, Jackson, congratulations. You get it. Jackson, safe from immunity this week, has a 1 in 7 chance at winning this game. Not say the same for the rest of you. Best of luck. Grab your stuff, head on out. Good night.
Jackson, how you doing?
I feel like a champ, but I hurt in a lot of places.
Real easy. I'm a champ. At the challenge, yeah, I'm real good at squirming. If the other contestants didn't know I was a snake already, like, now they do. Smoked the girls in the first heat.
Remember how tight Jackson's pants were at that challenge yesterday?
Smoked Dale in the second heat.
Going into that second heat, there was no way. Your boy's old man status. I'm a one and done type of guy. I could have, if it was just one heat, I think I smoked Jackson. I got it in my, I got like the killer mentality, just go get it done. But then you ask the swag dad to go back out there for a heat 2. I didn't have it in my, I didn't have the gas. The fucking slug boy over here.
Slug boy.
In the sand.
Yeah, if someone doesn't have a confession about me being a snake,
Yeah,
like, this
little
is
fucking
so...
snake, dude. It's literally-
Missed opportunity if they don't say that.
And he was just like sliding around in the sand like the little fucking snake he is.
I'm shocked at how good Dale and Jackson are at it. That was...
Because they're snakes.
It's because they're snakes, is what Elizabeth has contributed. That's fair.
Little slithery little snake. Little snake boy. Just fucking little slug.
Like, you just know when you look at his face you can't trust him. Because he has like a dentist smile.
Looking more snaky. That's what I'm pitching to everyone. He's a little snake, snaking in the grass, in the sand.
Gangly, slimy little eel through the sand. I don't know. I just thought the visual was very fitting.
I would like to clarify, I am irritated that all the producers thought I'd be good at that challenge. I have 2 arms and the army lets me use them. Like, I get that you're like on the ground, so like, I guess, but also, like, during like an army crawl, you are holding a weapon and you get your arms. So it's just very like different movements that like aren't comparable to whatever it was that we did during that challenge. And also, like, army crawling is fucking exhausting, so even if I had been good at that worm nonsense, like, I wouldn't have wanted to do it again.
But yeah, Jackson's a slimy little bitch.
So,
But you're gonna.
I'm definitely not.
Jackson.
You should have been better wiggling. Just wiggle on through the sand. Did you see my form? It was great. You should have been like that. I want Megan to go. Megan just doesn't help me. Like, I want to trust Megan, I can't trust Megan. Doesn't make sense for me to keep Megan in this game. So, like, she was saved last time, she can't be saved this time, she needs to go. I met with Dale earlier, now meeting the group of 4. That's me, Dale, Shannon, and Ivy.
It sounds like Megan's the play. How do we want to go about doing this?
Nate will vote Megan, probably.
I'm pretty sure he will. He does not like Megan.
Somehow, I now trust Megan even less because she lied to me about the votes. I can obviously believe that Megan lied to me, but like, damn, bitch. The fuck?
I just feel like the name that's gonna come up very easily is me.
I feel like we could just make
I'm just hoping, like, I know you have voted against me, I have voted against you, but I feel like it's in both of our best interests to keep each other.
I almost drunk texted Jack last night and said, "Remember Survivor? You're not in it anymore."
That's so mean.
You're such an asshole. I don't care.
He's on the jury.
Does he see this? I don't think so.
Well, if you had texted him.
This is true.
So I would say probably don't make him mad.
I won't. I mean, we know he's not gonna vote for me.
Maybe. I feel like if it was you and like
He's
Matthew
been gunning
Jackson,
for me for like 10 weeks.
I feel like if it was NL Norte, he would vote for NL Norte.
Some people apparently think that I would win if I make it to the end, maybe over Nate.
That's good. You could probably tell Megan to vote Nate.
Yeah.
And she'll do that. Megan's gotta go. Can't trust Megan. Talking to Matt tomorrow, talking to Megan tonight.
Apparently Dale wants me out.
Does he?
That's what Matthew's all.
Oh, yeah. You didn't charm Dale? What's the problem? Did you not offer him best friendship?
No, Jackson, I only offered you my best friendship, which means nothing to you.
We're gonna buy matching jumpsuits.
You're not gonna give me a necklace. What is it, the matching
I'll give you
jumpsuit
a necklace.
without a necklace?
It's just any necklace? Is that all you want?
No, I want the
I give you any necklace. Just like, that's not a problem.
Want that one.
No, that one's really special to me. I can't give that to you. You're not gonna go. You're not gonna go. If she's gonna go, that's gonna hurt. Not me, but her. You know, I'm sure it'll hurt her. And then I'll have another person on the jury that dislikes me, so perfect.
But now we're in still a weird spot because Jackson won immunity, and I think the move was set up to get rid of Jackson. I think the pieces were in place.
So last night, before Tribal, at the all Tokidoki meeting, it went great. We all agreed that we're going to make it a 4-3-2 vote. 4 votes Katie, 3 votes Megan, 2 votes Kat. Easy peasy. Katie will go home. Nothing can go wrong with our vote split 3-3 between 6 Tokidokis. And then we get to Tribal, and only 2 Megan votes come up. Let's deal with that. That's weird. There were supposed to be 3 of us doing that. It was supposed to be Ivy, Kat, and Matt. Now, which one of those 3 would do some dumb shit like not voting the way they were supposed to vote? Only Matthew Israel.
But yeah, also, like, I'm not sure if you realize this, I told Jackson the car ride back, but I changed my vote onto Katie. Because when I called Megan, I was like, just vote Katie, you're fine. She's like, that's the same thing you told Jack last week. And I was like, alright, like, if you really want me to, like, help you out, I was like, it's supposed to be a vote for you, I'll flip it onto Katie, so I guarantee Katie has 5 votes, basically. You know? And I was like, you'll see, like, how that plays out. When I thought about it, I thought, like, she had no idea who didn't vote, so.
I decided to do Mad Men, not knowing that Mad Men really meant the kid was crazy. Like, it was supposed to be M for Matt, D for Dale, Matt and Dale, Mad Men. No, I think he chose it because he's literally mad. Like, the boy just doesn't play this game right.
Matthew Israel, what goes on in your head? Like, I swear you're living in an alternate universe that is not Earth.
Katie tossed out my name, and that's why she went home. That's not an exaggeration. That's literally what happened.
Like, are you down here with us? Like, do you hear yourself sometimes?
Yeah, and Matthew's like, I did this thing.
Yeah, why? Is he the way that he is?
That's my question. Why did you do that?
But
Why is he?
I am puzzled.
Well, also him just outright saying to all of us.
He almost was bragging about it to me in the car.
Yeah, like, oh, now Megan and I are super close. And
Why does he want all of us to know that?
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
does he not want to be
Like,
close with us? Literally, why would he? Like, what is he doing?
Dale said Shannon was really confused and was saying to him how she was really confused about why I switched my vote, which I don't know if that was the right call. I think it was. It gained some trust with Megan, but I guess hindsight, like, probably didn't matter because, you know, Megan's probably gonna go. But it could pay off if tomorrow Megan comes to me and somebody's plotting something and Megan lets me know, then it'll have been worth it.
And I think he thinks he could get us against you.
Like, what is he doing?
His game is like, he's not a good Survivor player, dude. And then goes one step further to say, yeah, and I told her the night before, so now she trusts me more than anyone in the game. So now Megan really has my buy-in and has my trust. So I'm really good with Megan right now because I did that. I'm just like, that's like, good for you. That's great for you. Like, if you were able to pull that off without anyone finding out, that would have been a great move. Don't tell people the move you just made to get yourself a number in the game when it's not me. Like, why are you telling me this, dude? You don't tell me this.
You know, as myself as an amateur homicide detective.
You're a detective? I didn't know Ross was giving out FBI degrees out here. Sign me up.
Giving you all the facts, giving you everything that I know.
But no, sir. No. You're not an investigator. The Lion. You watch too much DJ Khaled. Like, is it like summer 2016? Matthew got on the whole DJ Khaled train, like following him on Snapchat, and he woke up every morning calling himself the prize.
Like, and then he tells Shannon, and then he tells Jackson, like, maybe you tell me if you think I'm I'm your number one ride or die. Maybe you tell me, I'm like, dude, we got Megan locked in. It's me, you, now we got Megan. We're good to go. But if you're going to tell me, Jackson, Shannon, he probably told Ivy, like, the logic just blows my mind.
He lives in a different universe. He thinks he lives in a different universe. But sir, I'm sorry to tell you, we are down here on Earth. We're on Earth. We are not animals. We're humans. Well, I guess we are animals, but we're not lions. We're humans.
Why would you do that, Matt? You think it helps you with Megan, but everyone has agreed that Megan should go. So all you're doing is signaling to us that you don't actually want her to go. Like, it's so clear that he has plans that are not with this group now. Because there's no other reason why he would do that. He wouldn't care if Megan trusted him. Yeah. And it makes it so clear to everyone. He lied to all of us how he was going to vote.
Matthew just gained one person's trust, Megan's, but lost 4 people's trust. That's 5. 4 people's trust. So a net -3. That's a negative sign. So from one numbers guy to another, that was a bad move, bro. It's a -3 move.
Also, have you seen where lions come from? Like the Sahara? Like, I don't think you would last, sir. No, no, no.
And I guess I'd honestly rather it be Matthew this week, because if it's Megan, that makes me the last El Norte. And like then I'm just gonna have the target on my back. Like they're just gonna sweep me out if I don't win.
So my big move is turning on Tokidoki. And we're getting too close to the end at this point that like people are probably gonna figure out that Nate and I are an alliance together.
And at 6, having a pair that's really loyal is really fucking strong.
And I would rather people to get to that point of realization with as minimal Tokidoki people there as possible.
If it's Megan this week, then yeah, I'm gonna have to like force Ivy to make a move, because there's like I'll be out of options at that point.
So the big move has to be Dale in my mind, and like turning on him and getting everyone to go against him.
Like we need to get like Dale or Matthew out or anyone else.
So that has to be the biggest move for me, because once Dale is gone, there's this like fracture in the whole Tokidoki system.
Like we need to cripple the Tokidoki power structure.
Like how close are Shannon and Jackson really?
I'm not cool taking Jackson a fucking 4. Absolutely not.
Shannon has always been hesitant to work with me, skeptical of me this entire game. There's nothing I'm gonna do. This is gonna change that.
Really? Jackson called Kat a leaf in the wind, something like that. Like
That cat's in fucking leaf in the wind. Like, where she's gonna blow.
Jackson does not care about people. Clearly doesn't care about people. But I think I would have the upper hand where it's like, I can be caring. I will say I am caring, but in this game, I can be caring.
And if it's Megan this week, then it's just me next week, unless I can do something about it. So yeah, I guess I would hope that it's Matthew this week, because I'm fucked if it's Megan, honestly.
But Dale, I think, has to go. He has to go.
It honestly is so enticing to just vote Matthew out this week.
Dale and Jackson ripped on Matthew for being a pen and paper kind of guy. And I'm like, bro, I'm a pen and paper kind of girl. Remember how I write out every time I'm trying to vote out Matthew? Because more and more I realize I just want Matthew gone. Because I want to play with people who fucking respect me.
I just had a meeting with Jackson and it did not go as expected.
Yo, apparently you were not fighting too hard to keep me around.
What are you talking about?
Matthew was like, yeah, Jackson didn't really care.
Dude, I swayed everyone.
I don't know, I'm getting conflicting stories about which one of you I'm supposed to be trusting.
Alright, Matt didn't switch anything, and Matt fucked himself by then lying to us about how he was going to vote, basically. That was not a good move. If you don't vote where you say you're going to vote, like
I
can't be
voted
trusted.
where you told me to vote.
So, some people are a little mad at Matt for not voting where he said he was going to vote, because if you say you're going to vote Megan, you should vote Megan.
No, nobody should vote Megan.
Why does it matter if it's 4-3 or 5-2? It didn't matter at all. It made no difference.
I guess, but still, I kind of like that you
It
voted
made
for me.
no difference.
At least there's somebody here who wants
All
to keep
it
me around,
did
Jackson.
was mistrust. So what I'm trying to do this time is see if people want to go after that.
Really?
Yes.
Do you actually want to keep me? I'm like really afraid that you're just gonna.
Oh, I want Matt out.
I was really walking into it thinking I was going to have to pitch to him reasons to keep me over Nate this week. But I think him having the immunity necklace this week built on his already enormous confidence level, and he feels confident to make a move this week.
This necklace for sure looks better on me than anyone else. No one else can pull this bad boy off. It's really hard to pull off, but I can pull off just about anything. Would you vote Matt?
Yeah.
Or does Matt have your trust now? Because he switched his vote for you. He saved you, Megan.
You did save me, Jackson. You did it.
So if he's telling the truth, it seems like he's trying to get Matthew out this week.
And you straight up told me you don't want me going to the finals with you.
Yeah. Did Matt tell you he wants you to go to the finals with you? No. With him? Whatever? I'm being honest. I play this game far more honest than you should.
So this puts me in an interesting position because Matthew also really wants to work with me, and he actually flipped his vote off of me to Katie last night to make sure that I would stay. So I know Matthew has plans to keep me around, whereas Jackson, I'm not so sure. He's told me he doesn't want to go to the end with me.
I talked to Jackson, and he said he wants to maybe vote Matthew. Yeah. But I don't know if that's real, or if he's just telling me that. Because I don't know why Jackson would actually want to be at my side. Have you heard Matthew's name? Is that a real thing? I have heard Matthew's name.
After my meeting with Shannon, I get a text from Ivy saying that she's kind of busy to meet up today, but she wanted to make sure that I would be on board with the Matthew vote.
Tokidoki is like overpowering right now.
So this really kind of establishes for me that this is maybe something that's actually happening.
There's no way someone is like thinking Tokidoki to the end. A few of us have to go.
He wants me.
But like, why would he tell all of us that?
I don't know. Be upfront with you.
No, it makes all of us think he's not with us.
Good, he's with me. I have one person.
Well, do you want to be on that sinking ship, or do you want to help sink it?
Well, then what happens?
Because you stuck with Jack when he was sinking. You gonna do that again?
I mean, probably not. What happens when he's out? It's still gonna be me or Nate.
But I think Megan's gonna go with the first name she hears, and I think it's like to some degree she has some loyalty to me. I think if somebody tried to make a move on me this week, she would tell me, is my hope.
At this point, I feel like for once in this game, I have a little bit of power to decide if I want to tell Matthew that information or not. So the day after the challenge, I meet up with Jackson, and he tells me he has this plan that it's going to be Matthew this week. And then that was yesterday, and today, the day of Tribal, since we've had so little time in between this time and last time, I met up with Shannon, I met up with Dale, and I met up with Kat.
I'm gonna push Nate just because of the time thing, honestly.
So I don't give a shit personally, but Nate is the reason that we have these things so late. It's for your consideration. He is the reason that they're so late because he has rehearsal till like 11. So for the consideration of the crowd.
Something to consider.
Yeah.
Ivy told me that Kat, everyone's favorite, wants me out because, get this, a producer told her that I'm the reason the challenges are so late, which is true, because I have rehearsal until 11 every night.
But oh my god, if we vote Nate out and we can start having challenges earlier, I am so fine with that. Like, I am so fine with that. That would be excellent, honestly.
You can't vote me out because of my schedule. Like, that's not their information. Like, that is a violation of the rules.
I just don't know. It's the most strategic decision.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should base our decision on scheduling, but
it's factored.
It is factored.
Yeah.
Fuck
Like I said,
that
I don't
guy.
really give a shit, but like, I would love if we could stop having 11 o'clock things.
Like, why are you pushing me? Well, okay, I guess she has other reasons to want me out. But, like, my schedule can't be part of it. Like, that's so fucked up.
If I can get some challenges where they're not at 11 o'clock at night because that motherfucker has rehearsal, that I'll be so happy. Like, that's all. That's literally all. Made me want to quit this game way less because it's not cutting into my sleep schedule as much.
Like, that is not my fault. I mean, it is my fault, but, like, you wanting challenges earlier is not a reason to vote me out.
He's the reason that we have such late troubles.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's a
rehearsal.
legitimate point.
We should have voted him out
Until like 11.
We should have voted him out ages ago for that. Like,
and he keeps showing that he's really good at these puzzle type of challenges. So like,
Yeah.
he could just keep winning.
That's wrong. A producer shouldn't have told her that. She should be punished again. She's cheating again.
How do I misspell Nate? Because he had the fucking nerves one.
I wanna
with
see-
K
oh,
last
I wanna
week.
see
First reaction was K.
God, I didn't realize the C in ROTC stood for cheater.
I think Megan somehow convinced us all to save her last week.
Yeah.
And that scares me a little bit that she could possibly do that again.
Oh, she really did it.
Yeah. Just kidding. I don't really know what's up her sleeve. So
Fixing the pot.
Exactly. Which is like kind of what she tried to do last week, and but it's not working. At least I would rather not. So I'm fine with Megan.
Yeah.
Go home.
I talked to Shannon, and I think she was on board with Matthew, but I'm not sure. I can never get a read on her. Ivy texted me, and she was like, I want it to be Matthew. Like, I think it's Matthew. I think we can get Dale on board.
Oh, I don't want to make that move.
That's why they were like, I don't know if you should tell Dale, because he's like close to Matthew.
Yeah. Like, I was so concerned. Like, I was on the bottom. Like, holy shit, they're going after Matthew. They didn't include me in the vote. What am I going to do? She's begging me not to tell Matthew because she wants to blindside Matthew. What if I tell Matthew and you don't tell Matthew? Does that work out better for you?
What's bad for you?
No, but if Matthew's part of my long-term game. And then just be a sitting duck next week? If Matthew goes this week, who's going next week?
A few of us have to go. A few of us have to go.
I don't know. I just really think that if either one of us tell him, then both of us are in a really bad position with everyone else on the tribe.
Call Matthew over after he has work. Poor guy had work all day. Call him over. I said, dude, let's meet in person. He goes, in person? Why can't we just do a call? Because everyone knows Matthew loves to do his 5-10 minute checkup calls. Say, dude, I think this one is going to be an in-person meeting. So he comes over, and I just lay it in on him.
But, all right, lay it on me. How bad is it?
I don't know. I might be building it up in my head a little bit.
Okay. I've had a bad feeling all day. I don't know what, but...
So Jackson did make a pitch against you to me.
I am making a move on him this week, which he's kind of concerned about since I have immunity. So I'm making a move. I'm going to the girls. I'm going to everyone, really. And the girls are seemingly down with it.
I have a little bit of hope that it could finally be Matthew, which would be fantastic, because I would love to write down Matthew's name for Jack and take him out of the game.
Dale is going to be not so down with it.
Megan told me this. She said that she's coming for you. She said that Shannon and Ivy were the ones that told her to do so. Jackson already approached me, and he wanted me to go get you out, and I told him no. She was like, if Jackson, Ivy, Shannon, and Kat are on board, it's 4. Like, I felt good that I wasn't on the bottom, but now the more I think of it, you and I are fucking probably on the bottom. One thing you guys know about the Lion's paranoid. And he just starts wheel spinning, freaking out.
Like, if I had to think somebody that was tossing out my name, like, I think it could have been Jackson. So, like, do you think there's any way those two plus Nate, like, do you think they could pull any other Tokidokis to possibly put 4 on me and break a split, or no?
He's like, I'm going to call Shannon. I'll put it on speaker. You listen in and let me know if what you think is going on, if there's actually something going on.
But I don't know. I mean, I know she, like, would probably tell you, and, like, you two are fairly close, so I thought, like, if she'd heard something, like, you might have heard something about it too, or if like she told you that she'd heard my name from people, like, do you hear anything about that or not really? Like,
No, not that she like told me.
Like if you and Nate vote for Matthew. See, I will vote for Matthew because I think I can't convince Nate to vote Matthew because he's not going to leave a word out of my mouth. But I talked to Nate last night.
When I talked to her, I tried not to give her like hope, you know, like she didn't come do the pitch or anything.
What'd you think?
I thought she was fairly
hard. It's like so hard to read whether she's being honest or not.
Yeah.
And Matthew's probably sitting in his room right now talking about all the things he's going to do and all his strategy.
I mean, I'll basically suggest it. I'll be like, I'll vote for Nate. If they try to get me to vote for Megan, that's suspicious.
So I'm fine with Megan.
Yeah.
Go home.
Matthew is not a good player. He doesn't know what he's doing.
A little nervous, you know. Always could be nervous. My name was tossed out a little bit last week, but I don't know why a move would be made this week instead of last week, unless Jackson tried to do it when he had immunity, and now he might have more an idea that I'm coming after him.
He thinks he's good because he's watched all these seasons, but like it's not enough to just be constantly talking to people. You actually have to build trust with them. And building trust doesn't mean just like sharing information that they probably already know. It's so much more than that.
Dale apparently really wants Megan gone. Like he was really strongly for Megan going.
We got one loyal soldier, dude.
Yeah.
Madmen going down to the sinking ship together, dude.
Oh, I'm so screwed.
We're the Sandmen now, dude.
I'm kind of freaked out by tonight.
Nate's fucking messaging me. Whatever. You're not getting voted out, Nate. Stop worrying.
I hope it's not me, as always. I feel like this is the same thing every week that I don't have immunity. Just like, it's probably gonna be me. It might not be me. I'll probably get a few votes thrown on me. They're probably splitting the votes between me and someone else. It's just like, God, when can I just like be in the know and not be the one that might be going home?
They're gonna end up splitting the votes between me and Nate, but then the people who are supposed to be voting me will actually vote Matthew. Nate and I will both vote Matthew, and then Matthew will either go home or play his idol.
In which case, if he has an idol, he might play it.
They call me the idol collector. I got 2 of them now.
And then if he plays an idol, most of the votes will be on Nate, and Nate will go home.
And also think you would need Dale. I think our game's been going on long enough that you won't just ditch me at this point, so.
I still think Matthew should go home.
We'll see, but happy to be Final 8, happy to have the options, you know, so we'll see where things go. We'll keep you guys posted.
Alright, and we will now bring in the members of the jury. Jack and Katie voted out at the last tribal council. Alright, we'll start today off a little differently. Matthew, you've seen a couple seasons of Survivor? Yeah? True?
Here or there.
Here or there? Would you consider this season closer to maybe old school or new school Survivor?
I would say a mix of both. I mean, there have been some big moves, some interesting tribal councils, but there's also been some stick with the plan, you know, mentality and stuff like that. But I think it's a like new school attitude that's kind of making people still feel comfortable playing the old school way, maybe. Well, everybody's thinking new school, but like they're so good at it that maybe it ends up being old school, something like that.
But at some point, it's gotta stop, right? Or maybe not, Dale. Does old school Survivor still work today?
Given that I'm the oldest guy on the tribe, I'm gonna say we're old school. Yeah, for sure.
So, Kat, does it make sense? Does the Tokidoki 6 want to go 6 strong all the way to the final 6, and that's just how it's gonna be?
I mean, I think that'd be pretty sick, personally, since I'm part of that 6. I don't know old school versus new school, obviously. But if that's the way that it ends up shaking out, then I think that would make for some pretty interesting TV to just have to watch like such a tight tribe duke it out like at the end.
Megan, is the outlook really that bleak? It's you or Nate and you? Is that it?
It kind of seems that way.
Matthew, no cracks in this group at all? The 6 of you are just best buddies?
Apparently.
So Ivy, is that really it? Every one of you 6 in the old Tokidoki group feels like you're running it. When he gets to 6, I'll be fine, I've got my group.
If you get too comfortable at the top, like, that's when the problem's gonna arise. Like, you can get blindsided and not know what's gonna happen. So I definitely feel like there's some people who feel like, yes, they're leading, they're on top. And I'm hoping that people who don't feel like that know what to do.
Dale, do you think one of them is maybe a bigger, let's say, social threat? Talk to more people. Does one of them stick out there or not really?
Yeah, I mean, like, on one hand, you got Sammy Sweetheart and Megan, who's like very sweet and very nice. But then you got the puzzler on the other hand. So you got Sammy Sweetheart and the puzzler, and it's like, they're what do you do?
Puzzler.
Puzzle boy.
Get puzzled. Matthew, do you feel like there's anybody in this Tokidoki group that's not Tokidoki strong still?
I mean, if they are, I don't know about it, but I hope not. Yeah.
So, who feels in danger tonight? Anybody? Like it really could be them. It's Megan and Nate, pretty much. There's a couple other mini hands, but Megan and Nate. So we've seen El Norte's go. Are you guys pretty much 100% confident in 20 tonight?
Yeah. I think it's kind of a pattern.
Alright, then Nate, what's your final pitch? Why should it not be you?
You guys have the opportunity to make a move. Should have done it 2 weeks ago, so I don't know what you're trying to do, but I think they're playing more for the tribe and not for themselves at this point, and I think some people are blinded by that.
Megan, thoughts? Any last words before we go to vote?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like this would be the time to make a move.
All right, then we will see if there's a move to be made this week. Matthew, go first.
It's definitely going to be me or you today. This is just in case something crazy is going on. I told you to vote for Nate. I don't know if you will. Maybe I'll go out with a bang. Maybe I'll have a huge target on my back next week, but we'll see what happens.
I'm still looking down.
Daddy has wanted this for a long time, and I think tonight Daddy gets his way.
So Nate spelled my name really fucking wrong. Nate spelled my name really fucking wrong. Last tribal, when he voted for me, spelled with a K, so I'm spelled with a K, so this is what he gets.
I almost always forget who I'm supposed to vote for with all these splits. It's the problem with having such a big numbers advantage.
This is what I'm doing for now.
I'll go tally the votes. All right, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
It's possible it's me tonight. I found this when Brittany and I made it in season 1. So it's fake, but I thought I'd play it just in case. So I can say that.
Honor of Brittany, there you go. As Matthew said, this is not a hidden immunity idol. But all votes against Matthew will count tonight. First vote, Matthew. Megan. Nate. Sorry. One vote Matthew.
I get it. I'm sorry.
One vote Megan.
Yeah.
One vote Nate.
That's
Five
fair
votes
game.
Megan. Nate. 2 votes Megan, 2 votes Nate, 1 vote Matthew, 3 votes left. Megan. Ninth person voted out and the third member of our jury. Megan, 4, tonight's enough. Megan, tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, once again, it looks like we're playing old school Survivor. The 6 of you are still here, which means Nate, all I can say is you might want to win immunity this week. Grab your stuff, head on out.
Make it a puzzle.
Good night. Next week on Survivor Michigan.
Me, Jackson, Ivy, and Shannon had met the night before Tribal and came up with this ridiculous plan.
Step-by-step instructions to fuck with Matthew and Israel.
Concocting a plan to where we can maybe fuck with Matt to the point where he gets really paranoid and plays an idol for no reason.
Day 1, I've been saying Tokidoki to the merge, but it's not Tokidoki to the end. It's Nate and Ivy to the end.
It's like, I have to make a big move if I want to stand out to the jury. I can't get dragged along by Dale or Jackson.
Like he doesn't see this coming, Matthew doesn't see this coming. And this is how Nate and Ivy run the end of the Survivor Season 4 Wolverine Wars. Everyone hates to see it.
I mean, I'm disappointed, but I had a feeling it was going to be me, so I'm not all that surprised.
I really hope you don't hate me.
Sorry.
Matthew! Maybe he'll hear that and then play an idol. That'd be great.
I mean, I really wish they had not lied to me, but I guess they'll see when I'm on the jury and I'm voting for them. So.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Hard to tell at this point. I'm not sure. We'll see.
8th place? 8th place? Shit.